Hello everyone, it's Farket here, and in this video what we're going to do is cover the 3 updates they've released for Sons of the Forest. They're all hotfixes, and we'll have a big update in like about a week's time, I think. Can't remember. They're still going by the timer on the game like they did in the Forest. I don't have episode 7 ready because I've had issues with the drive that I was working on to make videos. So here we are. Now hotfix 1 was released after launch on the same day, February 24th. The first one is a fix for removing the book from the backpack, locking up the game, and the other one was fixed an issue with input mapping. So when you assign keys, I believe there was issues with people assigning keys and them not working or something like that, I think. Now, hotfix 2 wasn't so much a hotfix, but they added things to the game. You know, it's good when you get additions during a hotfix, because that means it's not really a hotfix, is it? Now, hotfix 2 was released on March the 1st, which is 1 or 2 days before this video is going up, but here it is. They added a hotkey system for keyboard and mouse. So you can assign hotkeys in the inventory by pressing the numerical keys 0 through to 9 on the hovered items in the inventory. I haven't tried this out, but I'll probably put footage of it just to show you how it's done. But this is a system that is very good. The quick inventory system in Sons of the Forest is not very good. Might be good for a gamepad or a controller, but if you're on keyboard and mouse, it's not good at all. The improved cutscene skip prompt will now appear briefly at start or show when common skip keys are pressed. Escape, space, etc. They added a hint for the hotkeys in the loading screen. I guess that's handy. They added a heavy attack tutorial to the loading hints. I didn't even know this was a thing until quite recently. You just hold down the attack button. I'm still testing their effectiveness. So far they do have a use, but it's definitely a skill thing. You got to get good at it. The default key back, which is default escape, will close the tutorial book, construction book, and grab bag interactions. This is a helpful one. Though I moved my inventory key to tab because I was getting too frustrating, especially with how much you had to open it up to change your weapons because they didn't have this hotkey system. So if you're wondering, you can change your inventory to tab. It might take you some time to get used to it though. The third hotfix, which was the day after the last one, was to fix some issues that came up from yesterday's patch, well, hotfix 2. They fixed hotkeyed flask, removing flask when used. Arms and legs will now be equipped instead of eaten when hotkeyed. They fixed a hotkey label not fitting in the inventory view for some buttons. They fixed a hotkey icon showing first hotkey for all unassigned items. And they fixed the held or collider not blocking certain interactions, which may have something to do with the endgame or something like that, which I haven't got to yet. I'm taking my time with this game. Now, all these hotfixes are unlabeled, so I don't know where they fit or how they're labeling these updates. So they might be just putting it on like a build number rather than a version number, if you get what I mean. I wasn't sure if I was going to mention this, but I was going to talk about the current state of the game. Personally, I'm happy with it, though I've read things that people aren't so happy with it. A lot of complaints have been that Sons of the Forest doesn't have things from the forest, which I think is fair. However, and you knew this was coming, Sons of the Forest is a new game. There are a lot of differences between the first one and the second one. A lot, because if you don't know, I knew the Forest quite well. I think I have over 400 videos on it. Now, I know the devs personally, and I'm not really going to go into it too much about that, but I can say that they do not like repeating the same process. They don't want to copy and paste things. I'm very similar, and I can relate to them in that way. I always want to try something new or show something new. Now, N-Night didn't get where they are by copying and pasting what the last guy did, or what is popular in mainstream. What I mean by that is that sometimes when you try new things, sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't. But I can assure you they do listen to feedback. You might not think you're hearing from them, or they actually care, or anything like that, but they are listening, I can assure you of that. So anything that's written in the Steam discussions will be read by them. But like I've said before, they're a small team, and they will get to it. I had a thought that if they made this a new title instead of a sequel to The Forest, a lot of people probably would have been happier with it, because it seems that a lot of people are comparing it to its predecessor. I think it's normal that people have an expectation of that though. It's very rare that a sequel is better than the original, but it does happen. There is going to be a lot of big things that are coming to this game. We're just going to have to give it time. But if you ask me, I'm happy with it. At this current point in time, I have 15 hours invested in the game, which isn't a lot compared to some other people I've seen, but I'm taking my time with it. You only get to experience the game once for the first time, exploring everything, discovering everything, etc. And I'm not going to waste that opportunity. I'm never getting this again, with Sons of the Forest at least. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers.